Hello, hello. Let me. Um, okay, here we go. I am live. Um, as I fall over my bench here. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton. I want to welcome you here. Let's make a card, but let's get to some news first. Don't forget to share. If you share this post, please let me know. I will enter your name for a draw, and there's a draw at the end of my video, so please stick around. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be honored to help you. If you do, that's great. Stick around anyway. Hello, Regina from Germany. Nice to see your name pop up. Okay, let's do, where was I? Squirrel. Yeah, if you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, wonderful. Stick around. Hopefully, I will inspire you. Let's get to just a tiny bit of news. If you'll just indulge me for a moment. There's my host code if you do want to place an order with me. Hello, Heather. Hello, Darlene. My March classes, I have not created my card yet, but my March class is set for March the 5th. If you want to do this virtually, please let me know. And that can happen virtually as well. Simple card class, I'm changing the name. Apparently, it was confusing people. Thank you, Regina, for sharing. I have written your name down. Um, yeah, I called it simply, what did I call it? Simple Stampin' class. And so some of my girls were like, yeah, well, I'm beyond simple stamping. So it was like, oh, okay, you totally misunderstood what that was all about. So I'm changing it to simple card class. So it's just a simple card class. It's not a teaching for beginners, although beginners are more than welcome to join as well. So I have 2 dates for that, and there's still room. February 13th at 10 a.m. or 6:30 p.m. If you want to do this virtually, that can also happen. There will just be a charge for mailing out your kits. Darlene, thank you for sharing. Oh, I hope my pen's not running out of ink. I like my little pen. I do like it. It's a Stampin' Up! Pen, and it's got like a big bling on the tip of it, and I love it. So that is my simple card class, February the 13th, which is next week. Meandering Meadows is sold out. That class is scheduled for March the 2nd. If you do want to get on the waiting list, it's an all-day event here. I feed you all day, and we just have a lot of fun, bingo games and prizes. If you want to get on the waiting list, please let me know, just in case there's a last-minute cancellation, which is kind of highly unlikely. BYOP, which I call Bring Your Own Project Crop Night, is Tuesday, February the 20th. So far, I have one girl signed up, and that's not a pressure thing to say for anyone, but I won't do that class for just one, okay? I'm going to need my Stampin' Trimmer. I don't want to cover that with my news. February tutorial bundle is out. There are 50 projects in this bundle. So if you place a $65 order with me, in the month of February, this will be coming your way. If you want just the tutorial, it's $25. Let me know that it's February 2024 tutorial, and I will get that off to you as well. There are more items added into Celebration. This is our last chance for Celebration, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want in on some of free shopping, either $60 or $120, along with the Celebration brochure, that is also in there. So my simple card class, let me show you what we're doing. So they're just simple cards. So these are in plastic, so you're not getting a really good look, and it's just a sneak peek anyway. So this is one of the cards. Hello, Judy. Welcome here for a simple card class. And again, I can do this virtually if you're in Canada. And this is another card for simple card class. And this is another one. So you're getting 2 of each, okay? And so you'll receive this kit as well as this kit. That is simple card class. And what is this, you ask? Well, let me show you what this is. Thanks, Heather. This is a letter measurer. Okay, did I say that right? So if you place your letter in here, see how it's getting stuck a little bit? I wonder, yeah, it's probably because of this lip. So if my card was properly set inside the envelope and you pass it through here, it goes through. So this would be fine for a standard letter. So this one will actually go through as well. Now, my girlfriend, Darlene, is just getting hung up on the plastic, but it does go through. And then this one here, let's put it in so the plastic is, and this one is getting hung up, okay, on this gem. So this card would take additional postage. Let me plug in my phone before that dies. So this is a letter measurer, okay? And this would be for parcels, just to see how they fit through there. If you are interested in this, my girlfriend Darlene creates them. She has a 3D printer, and I can hook you up with her, and she is actually here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask Darlene about that. And I'm fine if you do that here, or you can set up to private message her. My bucket of blending brushes almost went for a swim. Okay, let's get to the card. I'm excited about this card. And don't forget to share. You'll be entered for a draw. So we are going to be using, I'm not going to show you the card. I've been bad lately. We are using the Rainbow Adhesive Black Dots. Look at these. They look like candy. I feel like I could eat them. We're going to use the Stripes and Splatters embossing folder, and we're going to use the splatter. Okay, I want to create puddles. We are going to use some of this beautiful balmy blue ribbon. Okay, you're welcome, Darlene. We're using the Delicate Forest, the Detailed Dogwood. This is one of the freebies for celebration. This is a $120 order, and you can choose that. And we're going to use a blending brush, some Memento, and some balmy blue. Let's get to the card. I'm excited for you to see what I created. Darlene was here for class the other day, and so she actually got a sneak peek of what we're creating, but maybe she doesn't remember. So I've got a piece of basic white cardstock, and this is cut 6 by 3 1/4, and we're going to just run that through. I forget what the sandwich is for. I don't emboss on this very often. And so this little embossing folder does fit through the mini. I've got some good resistance happening here. What is going on? My large one is over there. I may have to go get it. Come on, you can do it. Okay, let's try our number 3. Maybe it's not as thick, and it's not going to go. Yikes. Let's try this. Just a clear window. What am I doing? You know what? Pardon me while I go run over and grab my large one. I'm not sure what the sandwich is, and I don't want to fight with it. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Grab some window sheets. Okay. And you know, I should have given this a little bit of a test drive before I went live, but I figured I knew what I was doing. Clearly not. So let's try a number 1 and the gray plate, which is a number 4. Let's give that a little head start, and there we go. Sorry if the table is rocking. Okay, put you away. So here we go, and I'm going to cut this down. So that is embossed. Can you see that? And let's grab a piece of scrap. Actually, you know what? I can do this right on my, whoops, right on here and try to take away some of that glare. Bah! Balmy blue. Let's go. I want to do kind of an ombre effect, okay? So we're going to start. I want to make sure that I'm in the window here. Is that glare really annoying? Because if it is, you know what I can do? I can do that. That might be better. I was going to go right on my glass because you can, and then it just wipes off beautifully. So I've grabbed my balmy blue, and I want to be a little bit darker up at the top, okay? So we are going to somewhat cover this, but not entirely. And I'm going to show you a little something different in a minute. I just want to bring some of this blue down to the bottom. I think it's time to refill my ink pad. Okay, let's get darker up at the top, and let's, pardon me, sorry, I hope you didn't hear that. I'm going to grab another piece of scrap, and I am going to put it up in this corner. Actually, I want a little more color there. So we're going to put this scrap up in this corner, and we're going to go down here. So I kind of want like a little bit of a diagonal thing happening here, and we're going to be darker up at the top. And so the bottom portion is still a little bit lighter. Thanks, Judy. Just never know if that shine is really annoying to people or not. So it is February here in Winnipeg, and we are known for brutal, long, cold winters. And you know what? I don't know what the temperature is outside here in Winnipeg. If somebody does know, if you could fire that on there. But it's raining out. It's like April weather for us. And I'm not complaining. I'm not a winter girl. I live here, but if our children weren't here, neither would I be. I would be elsewhere. Okay, let's remove that. I think I've got that as deep as I want. And see how I've got a little bit of blue, of the balmy blue down below here. Just cleaning my brush. Now you can add a little bit more if you want, and it looks quite funny right now. +1. Cheryl, hello, nice to see your name. I'm going to grab a little bit more balmy blue. I definitely need to re-ink my pad. Cheryl, don't forget to share and I can enter your name. +1. That's +1 Celsius. Which is pretty amazing for us here in Winnipeg. Okay, Let's grab this ribbon, and what I'm going to do, we're going to take that away because I want to cut just a little strip of this. You can see where that's going. Thank you, Cheryl. Just cut that. These are the scissors that I always ask Stampin' Up. Can you bring those back? I would love it if they did. And I'm going to take a little bit of tear and tape, and I'm going to actually put it on this ribbon, like so. And I'm just going to tear it. Hence the tear and tape. When I'm doing albums, I always use my metal ruler to make sure that I get a really good crisp cut on my tear and tape. But with this, I'm not too worried about. Cheryl, thank you for sharing. I just got your name down. I love this color too. Let's put that right there. Balmy blue. So I'm using very soft colors today, and we're going to put that down right like so. And then I'm just going to flip that over, and with my ribbon scissors, I'm going to give that a straight cut. Yeah, I miss the sunny days too, Dar. So I'm just cutting the ribbon. And that little strip right there. Okay, so there we go. That is done. We're going to pull out our Stamparatus. That's the only thing about the glass mat too. Everything sounds noisier during lives, but you know what I did forget was to make sure that I had some scrap ready. Here's a nice big piece. Let's put this down like so. So that's the flower. I also want to grab this dragonfly. Look at these. So gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, that ribbon is very nice, Dar. That is the, where is it? That is the balmy blue ribbon, and it's got basic white running through it, which is lovely. And did I grab something for a sentiment? Let's just get this all done. What should I do? You make good things better. Stay strong, my friend. You'll get through this. Hoping each passing day lets in a little more sunshine, or sending love. Let me know what sentiment you would like, because that's the sentiment that we're gonna grab. Okay. And while I'm waiting on that, these are the dots that we're going to use. Let's put that brush away. I know this ribbon is so nice. You know how some of the ribbon is thick, and to tie a bow, it gets to be a little bit tricky. Let's see. I usually always start this way. Let's see what this is like for a bow, and I want this a little bit bigger. I'm not putting a bow on this card. What's the top sentiment? The top sentiment is you make good things better. Okay, so there they are. Let's go like this. You make good things better, stay strong, hoping each passing day, or sending our love. Let's get back to this ribbon while I wait to see what sentiment you girls would like. I haven't tied a ribbon with this, or I haven't tied a bow with this ribbon, so I don't know. Wow, I use this thing all the time, you would think. You know how sometimes the ribbon is just way too thick? It's actually not bad. it does create a beautiful ribbon. So that's the ribbon. I'm frozen? What? That hardly ever happens to me. Maybe it's you, Cheryl. Anybody else? Am I frozen for everybody? Not frozen here yet, Cheryl. It might be you, hon. It might be you. Sorry about that. Okay, what sentiment are we using, my friends? Let's put that this way. And let's put our dragonfly right there. And what sentiment? I need to hear back. Otherwise, I'm just going to go for it. I am thinking the top one. You make good things better. Okay. You make good things better. It's just a long, narrow. I can cut a... Oh, and you know what? After all of that, it's photopolymer. So I need my mat. So we're going to stamp this twice anyway. Let's grab our memento. And then we'll stamp the sentiment, which will give it... yeah, Dar, it will fit. Let me see. It will fit. Oh, you know what? I didn't even grab... Yep, it fits. Get that nice and inked up. And I'm not in camera. That's terrible. Let's get our pressure tool. Oh boy, I hope I'm catching that. So my girlfriend Darlene also creates these with her 3D printer. So if you need a pressure tool, it is amazing. It is simply amazing. I hope I have all my flour. Ooh, I just do. I just do. Okay, so there's that. Let's put our foam mat in for our sentiment. And I just so happen to have a strip. Did you know that with the photopolymer, if I wanted this to be a little bit bent, like so, if you can keep that down and pick it up on the window, you can actually stamp your sentiment with a little bit of an arc, either, you know, bottom to bottom or like a smile. I'm not sure if you knew that you could do that, but with photopolymers, you can. Probably not with all, but with some. Now, this is such a fine sentiment. I'm just going to use my finger, and it is crooked, I can tell, but I'm not worried about it because I am going to be cutting that anyway. So there's that. And now for our card base, because this is going to be a slimline card, we're going to cut this off. I'm going to be coloring that. And we want... I should have posted the dimensions for you all. And I clearly was not ready for my live because normally I don't do this. If you're doing a slim line card, you're going to go 7 1/4. We need to open this. Sorry for all of this bumbling. So let's go 7 1/4. And we're going to cut that by 7 1/2. So a different size. And then I'm going to change it again too. And then we're going to score at 3 1 or 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 is 3 3/4 with the 7 1/2 up at the top. So 3 3/4, and then we're going to score that. So there is our slimline card. Whoops, oh dear. This is just a comedy of errors here today. Let's get our bone folder and get a nice crisp edge on that. And let's get this colored. So I am just staying very soft with the coloring. So this is Bubble Bath, and this is Granny Apple Green. So with the dark, I'm going to follow the artist's rendition of the flower, and I am just coloring in wherever it is already dark for the leaves. Make sure I'm in camera here and on top of the glare. When you're coloring on your glass mat and you're using alcohol markers, the color will stay wet just a little bit longer. I am using my bullet tip. I do tend to use my bullet tip more than my brush tip. Do you see how the leaves are actually coming to life? Because you definitely have this 3D effect happening with the two tones of green. And that little guy. And I guess I could have colored ahead of time too, but you know what? Sometimes we like to see the coloring happening. Do you see how I'm just not really being too fussy? And whenever I use my blends, I'm never worried about some white space. Let's do the stem. Thank you very much. And here's another leaf right there. Sometimes you don't really see them until you start coloring. And let's blend some of that in a little bit. And this is a leaf as well. Get a little bit of darker in there and right there. Okay, I think that's all the leaves. When you're putting your caps away, there's kind of, I don't know if you can see, but there's this little, see how there's like a circle in there? You want to make sure that you're putting your blends away nice and straight, because if you don't, you're gonna wreck the tips of your pen. So we're going to start with the dark, and again, I'm using the bullet tip, and I am just going to follow wherever it's darker on the stamp, and just a few lines here and there. See how it's darker right there? And then I'm just going to come up. I could have inked my memento a little bit better. I just want to make sure that, oh, thank you, and they're pink. They are polished pink. If you have shared and I haven't written your name down, please call out and let me know. Let's get some of that. I think that might have been a little bit of a leaf, but that's okay. And now we've got that was our dark. This is our light. And it is still a very light color. And I love it. Squeak, 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 right? Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. Yep. I have a few. My cherry cobbler tips are just wrecked. I need some more cherry cobbler. I'm losing my voice. Can you hear that? It just sounds so weird. Let's try to get over that glare, Denise. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I guess I could have pulled in some lemon lolly for the centers, but I didn't. Okay. Now, if you want that flower to be, oh, yay, I hit 400. So here we have it. Okay. And I think what I want to do is I want to come in with my dark, and I want to just go over where some of the flower has a little more sketching on it, and pull some of the, do you see how all of a sudden this flower looks more dimensional than that one? So let's do the same thing. Let's pull some of the dark down near the base of the flower, just kind of following the artist's rendition a little bit too. And in here, and it just gives the flowers just a little more intensity of color. Okay. So now you will see the difference when I bring this up closer. See that? How it just looks a little more intense? So let's get that fussy cut. We're going to get rid of the dragonfly first. And yes, there are no dies for this. So you just fussy cut. So I turn my cardstock as I'm cutting. So this way it's kind of the turning of the cardstock that almost does more of the work. And I'll try to do a nice job, although I am trying to go a little bit fast. Like, how boring for you to watch me fussy cut. I am so sorry. I should have done, and now with the magic of television, but sometimes people want to see how we fussy cut. Now, if there's ever a part where you feel like the cardstock is getting in your way, just snip it off, okay? So I usually don't cut this way. I try to cut where, I'll show you in a minute here. Cut that away and cut that off. So when I do cut, I try to have my scissors on the right-hand side and my work on the left so that I can see the line right away, right? And then this is just going to go straight up and cut off. So there's a little more out of my way. We're going to come down right in here. You want to be sure that you're not crushing your scissors to cut that leaf off. So sometimes you just got to kind of lift it and move it out of the way. So the color down on where it says Creative Corner and my name, that is Bubble Bath. That is Bubble Bath. Just about done. Sorry to bore you to tears, my friends. Come in there a little bit. But hopefully this does help a little bit to see how I fussy cut. I'm going to try to come in here, but not too much. And then swing around and cut that off. I'm not going to worry about the white that is inside. If you did want to worry about that, what you're going to do is you're going to take an X-Acto knife and you're going to cut these insides with an X-Acto knife. Try to get some of that green that I over colored on, and twist around, come in here just a little bit. Be careful, you don't want to cut your bloom off. I'm going to move that leaf a little bit so I can see, because I can't see where I am. Okay, little leaf, you're in my way. There we go. It's hard because I've got the cameras in the way too. So it's like, trying to do this where the work is not right in front of me, where it's under the camera, but the camera is in the way. So there's the blossoms. Let's put that down right there. And let's fussy cut this little guy. I'm excited to see who wins this card. It's pretty. It's very spring-like. And we're just going to turn the cardstock and turn the cardstock as we snip. Straight down and turn. Straight up and turn. Does that make sense, what I'm doing? Lots of turning. And there's that dude. Okay. So, you know what? I forgot to grab my contrasting color. There's my card base. And on my original card, do I have anything in front of me? You know what? I had a strip of balmy blue and I put it away, and I'm not going to run to the back and get it. What do we have here? I don't think that's balmy blue. It's not. That might work. There's going to be a little bit of a, let me see. That's not going to work. Well, what to do, Denise? What to do? You know what? I think we're just going to go straight down because this is not going to work. That's going to bother me. So this is going to go down on our card base. Normally, I would have put a little piece of, you're not at all. Hi, Barb. Sorry. Oh, Heather. Sorry. I'm catching what you're saying. Thank you. So normally what I would have done was a piece of balmy blue under here to kind of frame this out. But silly me, I put that balmy blue away. So we're just going to go straight down on our card. And we're going to ignore the balmy blue, but then whoever shares and wins the draw, you can choose between the two cards. So this is going to go straight down like so, okay? But you see how I've got all of that there. Let's put that down, okay? I'm just going to cut this off, which is what I did with my original card. So we're going to grab our Stampin' Trimmer again, and I am just going to cut through both layers. I want to make sure that I'm kind of equal. So there's our slimline card. And here is our slimline envelope. So that's actually the other blossom from the dogwood right there on our envelope. Okay. Let's get some dimensionals behind here. I'm going to flip my vellum the other way because I've got removable tape on there. And my Stampin' Dimensionals are over there on my other workspace. So let's start another pack. I want some large as well as small because we also have that little guy. I'm so excited that I hit 400. That's great. I've been sitting at $3.99 for a bit here, trying so hard to get my numbers up. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would be honored if you did. We're just going to put some dimensionals down on our flower. Let's put one right here, and let's grab a few minis. Let's grab a few minis. I'm going to put one right there, and I'm going to put one up there, like so. And we want the same on our dragonfly, but you know what? I'm going to kind of round my dragonfly up a little bit because I want it to not be flat on the card. And let's put a dimensional right in the middle, okay? Let's remove our backing. I've got spring fever happening because I've been dreaming almost every night about going camping. Isn't that crazy? Okay, let's put this guy down, I guess about here. Let's put our dragonfly right there. Here's our sentiment. You make good things better. I'm actually going to cut that, and let's go on an angle this way and on an angle that way. And then I'm just going to cut straight across. I have a beautiful die that would have cut this beautifully, but it's over there, and I'm not about to go get it. I just don't like doing that to you girls. So that's going to go there. But you know what? I'm going to grab my bone folder. There it is. And let's round this off just a little bit. I'm just breaking up the fibers. Heather, you're so sweet. Thank you. So this is a little bit, and I'm going to put it down. I think I like it at an angle. So let's get some minis behind there. I don't know if you know what, I'm going to cut these even smaller. I don't like it when my dimensionals kind of hang over. I don't like that. And so on the original card, you're going to see how I did my sentiment a little bit different because I had some balmy blue behind it, and I went and put it all away. So here on this, I've got the center kind of lifted up a little bit. I'm going to put just a dot right there. So I've got dimensional on the right side and the left side, and just a dot in the middle. We're going to flip that over. And it's kind of not bubbled, but I think you know what I mean. Bubbled on the card. Now let's get some bling on there. And let's stay with this. Or should I do the pink? Ooh. You know what? I tried the pink on the original card and I didn't like it. So then I did gravitate to this. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see your name. And thank you for sharing. Let me add your name right away because I'm going to be doing the draw in a moment. And you know what? If I have missed anyone that has shared, please let me know. because I don't want to miss your name. So Wendy has also shared. Thank you. So what color should we do? Let me show you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to remove the backing of that little dimensional right there. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So we could go with this color, which I love. I love it. Or if we went with the pink, somehow the pink, I don't know. But you know what? If you want it pink, I can. The purple, I don't think works. So I think I'm going to go with the pool party. So pool party on pool party. Is that what you're thinking, Regina? Pool party on pool party? I love that because it kind of pulls all that blue together. We're going for it. We're going for it. We'll put another little one right beside there. And let's put one right here. So there is the card. And so lots of coloring and fussy cutting, but thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay. Now here is the original card that I did. So there's the balmy blue panel behind there that I actually tucked away. And then I also have a balmy blue behind the sentiment. Okay, so there's the two cards, and let's do a draw. I'll call your names out, and please let me know if I have missed a name. Okay, so Regina, thank you, Dar, and Judy, or sorry, thank you, Judy. Cheryl Peters, oops, sorry, shouldn't have called out your last name, and Wendy. Did anybody else share that I missed? I have 4 names. Did I miss anyone? Regina, Dar, Wendy, and Cheryl. Okay, I am going to shuffle these. Last Thursday, Owen was here and he actually chose the winner, and it was Lucy. So let's see who the winner is today. Oh, Barb, I'm sorry. Did you, I didn't realize that you shared. I did not realize. And Barb, let's get Barb in there too. So Barb, your name is in there, okay? Sorry that I forgot you. I guess I missed it. I'll have to scroll down and see where you shared, but it must have gone by and I missed it. Okay, so let's choose a winner. I have one name right here, and the winner is Wendy. So Wendy, you have won the card today. Do you want one with the panel or without the panel? You choose. And congratulations. Congratulations, Wendy. Let me know which one you would like. Sorry about that again, Barb. So here's that blue ribbon again. There's a little pin, and that's actually how trying to undo my bow, and it won't undo for me. So Wendy, I don't know if you're still here. Oh, the panel one, please. Okay, I will tuck this away for you, and it will be waiting for you. We will talk to you girls all later, and thank you for popping by. Here's the ribbon. Let me show you how, because you know how you end up with all these little tails hanging all over the place? I just take a pin and slip it through. That's how I put that away. So thank you for coming by. I hope you have a chance to make a card today and bless someone with your creativity. Have a lovely and blessed weekend. Thanks for coming. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I would be honored if you did. See y'all later. Bye now.